36 British Shorthair facts every owner should know. Number 1. British Shorthairs are the most popular kind of purebred cat in the UK. About 1/4 of all registered kittens in the country are British Shorthairs. Number 2. In 2022, the UK's Royal Mail issued a series of special postage stamps that featured 8 different cats, and sure enough, British Shorthairs were one of them. Number 3. In the US, on the other hand, British Shorthairs ranked 6th in the Cat Fanciers Association's list of the top breeds of 2022. Number 4. Hong Kong's most well-known cat is also a British Shorthair, named Simtung Brother Cream. He went missing from his convenience store in July 2012, but was found and returned to his owner after 26 days. Following this incident, Brother Cream became so popular, he was interviewed on CNN News in 2015, and he even wrote 2 books. Number 5. Around the 1st century AD, the Romans are said to have brought cats to the UK to help them with pests like snakes, mice, and bugs. These cats were mixed with other cats already in Europe, and they became the ancestors of today's British Shorthairs. Number 6. Some sources claim that based on artists' representations of traditional cats, modern British Shorthairs look pretty similar to their ancestors. However, the breed has most definitely undergone intentional breeding practices and selection over time to achieve certain characteristics. Number 7. British Shorthairs continued living as ratters and street cats until one British artist and author took a liking to them and decided to standardize the breed. This man was Harrison Weir, also known as the father of the cat fancy. Number 8. Under Harrison's leadership, British Shorthairs were carefully bred with emphasis on developing the British Blue or English type. This was mainly because Harrison was weirdly patriotic with his cats and wanted to distinguish them from foreign breeds like the Russian Blue. Number 9. The British Blue is a type of British Shorthair cat that has a solid grey-blue coat and yellow eyes. Many people think this is the only color they come in, but there are actually many other colors and patterns available for this breed. Number 10. The color of a British Shorthair's coat determines the color of their nose and paw pads. For instance, blue Shorthairs have blue noses and pads, while white ones have pink. Number 11. The British Shorthair breed is believed to have the highest fur density per square inch compared to other breeds, which would make them one of, if not the fluffiest cats worldwide. Number 12. When British Shorthair kittens are born, they all have blue eyes, and as they grow up, their eye color changes to other colors, like gold or copper. However, some British Shorthairs keep their blue eyes and they won't change color. Number 13. In 1871, Harrison Weir organized the first cat show in England at the Crystal Palace in London. About 65 cats were shown at the event, and the British Shorthairs were very popular among them. Some reports even state that a blue tabby British Shorthair owned by Weir won the Best in Show award. Number 14. Due to this association with Harrison Weir, British Shorthairs are sometimes considered the first cat of the cat fancy. Number 15. British Shorthairs are among those cat breeds that shows noticeable differences between males and females. Males typically weigh around 17 pounds, while females usually weigh up to 12 pounds. Number 16. While normal cats usually stop growing by the time they are 18 months old, British Shorthairs can take up to 3 years to fully mature, both physically and mentally. Number 17. Not all of those Roman cats were chosen by breeders to be a part of the official British Shorthair breed. Some of them are still found as regular cats without a specific breed name and are called domestic Shorthairs or Moggies. Number 18. In the 1900s, the British Shorthair had become much less popular because people started liking long-haired breeds like the Persian even more. And by the time the First World War started, British Shorthairs were nearly extinct. Number 19. To save the British Shorthair from dying out, breeders added Persians to their bloodline. This would eventually pave the way for the development of the British Longhair, the British Shorthair's cousin, with a more luscious coat. Number 20. The Second World War dealt another blow to the British Shorthair's dwindling numbers, but breeders persisted, and by the 1970s, the British Shorthair had achieved formal recognition from both the Cat Fanciers Association and the International Cat Association. Number 21. British Shorthairs seem to be remarkably photogenic, with over 11 million Instagram posts with hashtag British Shorthair. Number 22. In the early days of the internet, there was a famous cat meme called I Can Has Cheeseburger. It was so popular that the person who made it created a website with the same name. The website was sold for $2 million in 2007 and became the foundation for the Cheeseburger Network, which includes other funny websites like Know Your Meme. Number 23. In 2015, a cat named Dasha in Russia became a star from her numerous appearances in photo shoots and TV productions. She reportedly earned over £2,000, which was more than what a lot of Russians were earning in a whole year. Many people thought that Dasha was a British Shorthair, but she turned out to be a domestic Shorthair instead. Number 24. Also in 2015, one British Shorthair named Maggie disappeared after slipping out of an open front door. Her owner put up missing flyers, but the people who eventually found Maggie threatened to harm her if they didn't get £5,000 as a ransom. The price was eventually brought down to $1,500, and Maggie was safely returned to her family. Number 25. British Shorthairs have a round face with chubby cheeks and big jowls, which make them look like they're always smiling. This is called the Cheshire Cat smile, because they remind people of the famous grinning cat from Alice in Wonderland. Number 26. Some people even speculate that the original Cheshire Cat in Lewis Carroll's book was actually inspired by a British Shorthair. Number 27. The British Shorthair's personality is often described as very British. They're reserved, undemanding, and exhibit that typical British reticence. Number 28. Thanks to the reserved and often laid-back personality, British Shorthairs consistently rank pretty high among the calmest breeds of cats who are loving but not clingy. Number 29. In 2011, a British Shorthair named Smokey set the world record for the loudest purring, which was measured at 67.68 decibels. But in 2015, Smokey was narrowly beaten by a domestic Shorthair named Merlin, who could purr at 67.8 decibels. Number 30. In the 1989 movie Pet Sematary, a British Shorthair cat played the role of Church, a cat that comes back to life. The director Mary Lambert picked this breed because she thought that the cats sometimes have an unreal look, which suited the movie well. Number 31. Just like humans, cats have different blood types. Most cats have type A blood, but purebred cats like the British Shorthair often have the rarer type B or type AB blood. Type AB is especially uncommon, with less than 6% of cats having it, depending on the breed and where they live. Number 32. British Shorthairs even make an appearance in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. In Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, a stray cat named Tama is modeled after a British Shorthair with blue-gray fur and honey gold eyes. Number 33. In 2014, state collectors in the Siberian city of Novosibirsk found an ingenious way to get one student to pay his taxes. They arrested his expensive British Shorthair cat and her kittens, forcing him to pay the due amount of 12,000 rubles, which was around $200 back then. Number 34. In another Siberian region, Krasnoyarsk, a man who owed 20,000 rubles in unpaid utility bills had his British Shorthair cat named Yasmin and his fluffy pet rabbit seized. Number 35. British Shorthairs were once highly susceptible to polycystic kidney disease, PKD. However, with the development of a DNA lab test for PKD, the prevalence of carriers in the breed has significantly decreased to as low as 1%. And number 36. British Shorthairs typically have a lifespan of 12 to 13 years, and according to insurance data, only around half of them live beyond this age. However, with proper care, some British Shorthairs have been known to live up to 20 years. Alright guys, now it's your turn. Do you have any interesting stories or experiences with your British Shorthair cat? Let us know in the comments below.